got him! They got Trump! Oh my science! The reparations will finally be paid! Racism is no more! I can finally take the chastity cage off! No freaking way! My Reddit followers have to hear about this! The tangerine tyrant is no more!
Yo, what the fuck?
No! This happens when he gets too excited! Quick, give him some Soylent! My Soylent! My Soylent! Give me more! More Soylent! After I watched that boy right there drink his Soylent while his wife was getting fucked by a big black man, all I can say is, I know he voted for Sleepy Joe. I know my wife would never cheat on me because every night I go up to her and I give her a little pussy a taste. I go, and I say to myself, yep, dry as usual, just as the good Lord intended. You will never catch my wife having sexual pleasure. We didn't have none of this LGBTQ nonsense. I mean, I fucked a few femboys, I'm not gonna lie, but they didn't make it their whole personality or nothing. They didn't have them rainbow flags. Back in my day, we had God-fearing femboys. Now, I don't even know what's going on. See this? This is kangaroo labia. I hunted it myself. See this? This is a raw egg. My wife hasn't touched me in 4 years.
At least he criticized both sides equally.
I try to talk about politics seriously as little as possible on this channel. I mean, look at how I'm dressed. Do you think I'm ready for a fucking debate? Do you think I'm ready to pull up on a Hassan stream and go, actually, that source you cited is incorrect?
At the end of the day, and I really hope you internalize this, you got blown the fuck out. And it's not because your points are bad. It's because your points are bad and you're stupid.
You're fat.
No, I'd rather make fun of somebody for being a furry. You know, I'm a simple man. I'm a bit of a centrist myself. People ask me if I'm pro-life or pro-choice, and I tell them this. I think we should let the babies be born, but as soon as they're born, we should throw them in the ocean. Pro-choicers don't have to worry about a stupid fucking baby crying all the time and can go back to going to frat parties and getting trains ran on them. And as for pro-lifers, it's all in God's hands whether the baby floats or sinks. Therefore, it's not your problem anymore. It's all in God's hands. Boom, I just solved this debate. Give me $1 trillion and make me president of the United States. Roe v. Wade, change that shit to Roe v. Darkray. Yeah, anyway, politics is fucking stupid and I don't care about it. What I do care about is shitty-ass TV shows. Now, if there's one thing I hate more than corny political messaging, it's superheroes. The only superheroes I fuck with are Batman, some other DC ones, and Spider-Man. I fucking hate Marvel movies. They're the corniest shit imaginable.
Please, Scooby-Doo this.
Every time somebody drags me to see one, I roll my eyes. And they're literally all the same, too. It feels like I'm watching the same movie every time. So I was a little hesitant going into The Boys, thinking I'd be watching some more cape slop. But this was a deconstruction of superheroes, where the superheroes are evil, which has never been done before ever. But I watched it, and I actually kind of liked season 1, for the most part.
Did you have sex with him?
Well,
This whole episode is written like a Darman sketch. It wasn't that incredible or new, but it had potential to be a pretty okay show. Basically, the plot is superheroes are pretty much like celebrities. A little bit too much like celebrities because they're all like rapists. And Vought is this giant corporation that covers up the crimes of these superheroes.
Ain't it obvious?
movie tickets, merchandising, theme parks, video games, a multi-billion-dollar global industry supported by corporate lobbyists and politicians on both sides. But the main reason that you won't hear about it is because the public don't want to know about it. See, people love that cozy feeling that soup's given. Some golden cunt to swoop out the sky, save the day, so you don't gotta do it yourself. But if you knew half the shit they get up to.
It also criticizes the military-industrial complex. One of the main plot lines is how Vought is creating super terrorists so they can justify selling their super serum to the military. It doesn't really pick one of the two political sides to shill for. It's more of a critique on elitism and corporate corruption. You know, left-wingers and right-wingers can get behind it. It kind of loses the anti-establishment message when you realize it's made by Amazon. If I had a nickel every time Amazon made a TV show about criticizing corporate America, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's strange that it happened twice. Yeah, I hate corporations so much. What's that? You want to be paid a livable wage and not pee in bottles? Fuck you! Fuck you! Season 2 is when the writing goes from pretty okay to chimp on typewriter level. A lot of these video essayists will claim this is like the best television show of all time. They'll put it up there with Breaking Bad.
Walter. Put your dick away, Walter.
Yeah, when Homelander is looking at 2008 white text memes on a TV screen, I thought to myself, whoa, this is literally like our society. This is crazy. Now, I can already see some little ghoul typing with his fat little chubby fingers, defiling my comment section, saying, Oh, the boys has always been political, Dark Ray. Oh, yummy soylent. Oh. I fucking know it's always been political. I don't care if your story is right-wing, left-wing, chicken wing. I don't care if the show is political. I care if it's good. This isn't a fucking quartering video. I don't care if the show is woke. I'm not sitting there looking at all the characters going, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, you have one too many minority characters. This show's woke. It's SJW. I fucking hate the show because it's ass. I know some stupid motherfucker in the comments is still gonna get mad at me regardless. Darkrai, not liking the boys actually makes you Nazi adjacent. Oh yeah? Well, you're a fucking pedophile adjacent, fat ass Discord mod. The boys are back in town. Let's start with the main characters, the boys. I don't like them. I don't think anybody likes them. Let's be real, people only watch this show for Homelander. Even then, I think they watch the show through TikTok Sigma edits. Oh, I'm winnowing Homelander! I'm winnowing Homelander! If I asked a fan of the show who the main character is, they probably couldn't even tell me. They'd probably say, oh, I don't know, I thought Homelander was the main character. These liberal soy story writers are so bad at trying to make you hate a character. They try to make you hate Soldier Boy for being a toxic white male, only for him to become a fan favorite.
Dude, and you don't stop. Sure shot. Go out to the parking lot.
People only really watch this show for the antagonists. I guess that's what happens when all your main characters are made of wood.
Have you ever had pizza rolls?
What? Homelander? Seriously, the villains are the only ones to ever do anything in this show. It's like if all of Breaking Bad was about Walter and Skyler arguing about Walter Jr. smoking weed. The The writers run into the problem that the protagonists are basically normal humans fighting literal gods. So most of the plot boils down to, oh, you better not do that, Homelander, or I'm gonna post those pics of you grooming Discord kittens online. Everybody's gonna know you're cray-cray. There's so many blackmail plot lines in this show, it's so fucking repetitive. Oh, we're such badasses, bro. We're gonna sneak into a place and record somebody. I hope you like this plot line because they do it 50 fucking times.
I love my girlfriend, and I'm totally fine with dudes jacking off to pictures of her on the internet.
Huey is this beta band's kid, twink type white guy that likes 80s music that I swear they grow in a lab in Hollywood. And you know, I don't hate Huey that much in season 1. He has a simple arc. He starts the arc as a beta cuck redditor that lives with his dad. His girlfriend dies and he meets Billy Butcher, and he has his red pill awakening moment where he wakes up to the vices of society and decides to join the boys and take revenge. He becomes way more cunning, confident, and ruthless throughout the season. He gets some pussy and becomes less of a Sigma. And then he ends with being a valuable member of the team and the leader of the boys. Then season 2 starts and his entire character arc is reversed. He goes back to being a cuck that nobody respects.
You called him. I'm sorry, but Huey, it's not a game now. We need a real captain.
Damn, they really picked the guy that abandoned them in Guantanamo Bay over you. That's crazy.
But don't you worry. Daddy's home.
Him and Lamplighter sit on the couch and talk about how much of cucks they are.
I was gonna do great things. Almost did. Now look at me. I'm like the cuck in the porn. Sitting on the sidelines while the real heroes are out there doing the fucking. You wanna know why they left me to babysit you? Because you're useless.
It's like if in season 4 of Breaking Bad, Walter just went back to being a high school teacher for some reason. It makes no sense. I know I've brought up that show like 5 times, but fuck you. In season 3, he's tired of being a gay little soy boy. Oh! So he injects himself with super steroids. Then he gets bitched by his girlfriend and goes back to being a loser. And then at the end of the season, he flips a light switch and his dommy mommy girlfriend does all the work. What an amazing main character. I think this is the only show where I've seen them give the main character the same arc 3 separate times.
Anyway, soldier boy, you suck. Crank that, soldier bitch.
Hi, I am very ugly, but you should enjoy the movie anyway.
Starlight. She starts out as this positive figure of hope that becomes disillusioned with the superhero world. After she gets assaulted by the Deep, she also plays the most unconvincing Southern Christian woman I've ever seen in my whole life.
I mean, I'm not so sure you're supposed to take it literally. It also says that it's a sin to eat shrimp.
2 seconds of research can tell you why that's wrong. Oh, you want me to stop molesting kids? Well, you eat shrimp. Checkmate, Christ cuck. Bald Jewish guy writing this, by the way. Now, if you think Christianity is nothing but a superstition for morons, that's fine. But at least do a little bit of research before you write a character that's been Christian their whole lives. Then she becomes a Reddit atheist in season 2.
There is nothing up there. There's nobody in the sky watching over us. Not God, not Homelander.
Then they drop the subplot and it's barely brought up again. Like, I guess she's just an annoying liberal now. They could have cut this plot line and it wouldn't have affected the story at all. It's only there so these chimp writers can insert their stupid Reddit politics into the show. Oh my gosh, Starlight is such a girl boss. I love the way she stands up to those evil conservatives. Bro, Starlight is a terrible person. There's this really weird scene where she straight up murders a guy and steals his car, and they never talk about it again. And they show that he had a kid, so she straight up just murdered some poor father for no reason at all. It's like the show writers forgot she's an invincible human with superpowers that's immune to bullets. Like, you could have just stepped in front of him and, like, pushed him, but no, you gotta shoot him with the deadly death laser. Honestly, though, he's a white gun owner, so he's probably racist, probably a Trump supporter. I think he deserved to die, actually.
You know what I was thinking when I was looking at him? Why'd you pull the gun, you stupid fuck? That's all. Maybe once I would have cried over him, but now he was just another person in our way.
Y'all make fun of Batman for beating up homeless people, but you would never catch him saying some shit like that. This is supposed to be like the moral character that I'm supposed to root for. Then she goes back to morally grandstanding and giving corny-ass speeches. Like, you're a murderer!
Soldier Boy doesn't care about protecting Americans, and he probably never has. Most heroes don't care about you. Why'd you pull the gun, you stupid fuck?
Probably because you were robbing him, you stupid bitch! I fucking hate this character so much, dude! What's worse is Butcher respects her for doing this.
No.
What?
No to that fucking look of quiet respect or approval or whatever that is. I don't want it.
Which makes no sense at all. Isn't Butcher's whole thing how he hates superheroes that are negligent and kill innocent people? How is this any different from A-Train killing Huey's girlfriend in episode 1? Yeah, but the conservative Christians that vote for Trump are the real bad guys. Murdering an innocent father for his car? Cool, awesome, girl boss moment. White Christian conservatives at a rally? Boo! Boo! Remember in season 1 when Huey kills a superhero and is left questioning the morality of his decision for several episodes? Yeah, forget all that. Murdering innocent people is fine now. Whoever wrote this scene should be chemically castrated.
Will you be showing your... I hope you've been showing your pussy tonight, baby, because I will be wanking my cock.
I don't think the writers know what they want to do with this character. He starts out as a literal sociopath that's willing to murder anybody that gets in his way. He's like a Punisher, Frank Castle type character.
You think I'm responsible for a death, don't you? So now you have a hostage that I care about, right? Someone I love. So, what's your plan from here? What do you want? Do you want a confession, or what's your end game?
I'm just gonna hurt you. I mean, really fucking hurt you. And that'll be good enough for me.
So, you don't really want anything, per se. You want to blow her up in front of me, right? Wow. Fuck. You are dark, and I kind of like it.
Bro was gonna blow himself up and a baby just to slightly piss Homelander off. Then the writers want to make him more sympathetic, I guess. He goes from being racist towards superheroes and murdering them in bathrooms to teaming up with them, apparently. He teamed up with a superhero who killed his friend's entire family, which isn't that much of a surprise considering he abandoned all his friends in a government compound in season 1. They kind of forget about that, by the way. Like, they accept him back, no problem at all. I swear, he leaves and rejoins the boys like 5 times every season. MM is like, I don't know, Huey, this guy's a wild card. And Huey's like, oh, I don't know, just give him a chance or something. And then Billy Butcher's like, oi, I'm Billy Butcher. Fuck off, cunts. And then he repeats that character arc like 5 different times. What amazing writing. Some video essayist is nutting his pants right now. That's probably my main gripe with all these characters. They're so inconsistently written that I don't know how to feel about them. Is Huey a cuck? Oh no, he's actually like a Heisenberg type character where he becomes a badass. But no, he's a cuck again. But oh no, now he has superpowers, so he's cool. But no, now he's actually a cuck again. Starlight, is she an edgy girl boss anti-hero? Or is she a Lisa Simpson goody two-shoes type character? Oh, she's a Christian? Oh, but now she's an atheist. But oh, now she's a Christian again. But oh wait, no, now she's getting an abortion. The writers of this show should have been aborted. Butcher, is he a sociopath that blows up babies? Or is he a misunderstood anti-hero that's trying to raise his son? What are these characters? What the hell are you? And you know, I shit on these characters like they're written like shit, but at least they actually matter to the plot.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
But before I go, I just want to get this off my chest. That shit was not my fault. Y'all are trash. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are trash.
The rest of the cast hardly matters to the actual plot. Mama Milk is just there to talk about racism every now and again.
It was part of Operation Charlie.
Operation Charlie?
Racism detected! This is not a drill! Real monkeys are at it again!
You part of that other thing, too?
What other thing?
She knows. Tell him.
The unwritten policy was to sell the cocaine strictly to minority neighborhoods.
What did any of that have to do with anything? I don't care that Frenchie likes big black cock. Why is there a whole subplot devoted to this? There seems like there's gonna be a plot line with them and the CIA lady because this guy, Lamplighter, killed this lady's entire family. But then it goes nowhere. He just kills himself and that's the end of it. They're so boring. This whole show is so boring. How can you make 3 seasons of a show where nothing happens? That is honestly a talent. In season 2, they fight this Nazi lady. Doesn't matter to the plot at all.
Nice shit, you Nazi bitch!
Girls do get it done.
Oh my gosh, it's just like the Marvel movie, but it's self-aware, so it's different. Ah!
And I gotta say, a scene of all of the women beating the fuck out of a superhero Nazi is pretty satisfying. This is a series where the good guys don't really win a lot, and this finale gives them all a chance to actually have a victory for once, so I kinda like that. And I love that this season has a ton of scenes satirizing how corporations use girl power messages and like gay pride messages without really meaning it. But then the season ends with the girls curb stomping the shit out of one of the main villains. I'm just saying, I think that this seems manipulative, but this is very fun to watch.
What is this twink nerd yapping about? Just because the show makes fun of Marvel movies every now and again doesn't make it any less corny.
I'm just saying, I think that this seems manipulative, but this is very fun to watch.
Oh yeah, this show's not manipulative at all. Having Trump supporters going into a store and shooting people? Yeah, not manipulative. It's no different from those stupid Marvel movies, except it has Reddit politics. This guy should not have a career. He should be flipping Krabby Patties.
Girls do get it done.
I want them to peg me. Season 3, we have Soldier Boy. Butcher teams up with Soldier Boy to kill Homelander, except Soldier Boy is cringe, so they put him in a coma. And none of that even mattered. They could have ended the entire series right here. But no, the characters have to be literally retarded. Yeah, I know we're fighting Patrick Bateman with superpowers that could literally snap and destroy the entire human race at any minute. But Soldier Boy is kind of a meanie. So we're not gonna kill Homelander, but we'll jump Soldier Boy for no reason because he pushed a kid and he's racist or something, I don't know. Listen, I can tolerate the crazy Australian guy that blows up babies and the crazy Asian lady that literally kills people for money. Bro, seriously, this character literally kills people for money and it's treated as like a gag. Oh my gosh, girl, you're so bossy. Slay, slay. But racism? That's where I draw the line. Yeah, Soldier Boy, killing people is wrong. That was different. I was on my girl boss arc. Art really does imitate reality. They had to create this artificial conflict so they could keep the story going. Bro, Soldier Boy did nothing wrong. Free him right now. Bro, you know your cast of heroes is cooked when you have me agreeing with the villain. And it's not even in a good way either, like, oh, this villain is so well written that I agree with him. It's just that the main characters are so unlikable and retarded that I'm forced to side with the villain. The plot always reverses to the status quo every season. It always ends with the boys beating the villain of the week. But oh, Homelander might go cuckoo. He might go crazy this time. You gotta keep watching for 50 more episodes to find out. There is so much worthless filler in this show. I don't care about Frenchie's heroin addiction. I don't need to see 5 episodes about Frenchie's heroin addiction. Most of the cast are filler characters. There are only 2 characters that actually matter to the overarching story. Butcher and Homelander. The rest you could honestly remove and it would barely affect anything.
I have such a talented deep bench of performers. I'd be crazy to not really focus on giving them a lot to do and really be character driven.
My life is like a video game, trying hard to beat the stage.
Season 2 is when the political messaging went from kinda clever to... Holy guacamole, what if Trump was literally Superman and he lasered a guy? It became less about creating a good story and more about how many ham-fisted political messages and borderline propaganda we can shove into our hour-long episode. Now it's less about corporate elitism and more about, oh my god! The Chuds! The Chuds are gonna kill everybody! Your neighbor watches Jordan Peterson? He's gonna kill you! Run! Run! What a wonderful message to send people. That's just what America needed, more political division. Oh, those chuds are creating conspiracy theories.
Got attacked by deep state operatives sent by socialist Bob Singer himself.
They're the reason your life sucks. It's not the rich corporate elite or politicians or the military-industrial complex. It's those darn Trump supporters. If you question the status quo at all, you're crazy, you're a conspiracy theorist, you're racist, and you should be in jail, honestly. We at Hollywood would never molest your kids, and if you say otherwise, you're just a Nazi.
Oof. I saw the light in your eyes. Just take the money. You one of them? You fucking supervillain?
What?
Are you bulletproof?
Please, I have a family, please.
Bro, of course they picked the fattest, ugliest Redditor to play the role of the radicalized chud. One of my favorite slogans people like to spew is that The Boys is good because it criticizes both sides. You know, all 2 sides. There's nothing outside of that at all. There's a red team and a blue team. People that say this are coping. Here's the showrunner literally saying so himself.
And so we get to talk about Trump. We get to talk about thoughts and prayers, white nationalism, the fucking NRA. Like, we get to talk about it all, but do it in a satirical way that I think lets us get away with things that you would never be able to get away with on a straightforward drama. And so it's really like a Trojan horse. You know, it's got this kind of...
Hey,
No, stop. Just calm down.
He's literally admitting to using his show as propaganda on camera.
Fucking NRA.
Oh, these chuds are just now realizing the show is making fun of them. But the show only really became that way in season 2. It has gotten progressively worse. I tricked all these people into thinking my show would actually be good.
Fucking NRA.
I really don't like people from Ohio. The only time this show criticizes anything on the left, it's about how corporations aren't woke enough, apparently. Walmart may sell the Pride Month unicorn dildo Annihilator 5000 to 8-year-olds, but that's all for money, man. They don't actually care if Tyrone is experiencing anal pleasure from that dildo. Corporations don't care about political issues and only care about money. What a profound message. Thanks, Amazon! The black members of the cast went from actual real characters to props used for their anti-white messaging, because that's what black people think about all day. They have no other thoughts in their heads besides how much they hate white people.
Why do I always have to take the high road? You know, when white folks get mad, y'all motherfuckers go berserk, but I gotta turn the other cheek?
Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about?
No goals, aspirations, or hobbies outside of that. That's it. There could be a meteor hauling towards Earth, and everyone would be like, what the fuck, we're all gonna die! And there would be one black guy that's just like, I just know this is Whitey's fault. We go to Mama Milk's house and he just has like 200 pictures of MLK on his wall randomly. I guess these writers think that all black people have a fucking MLK shrine in their house. Doesn't even have a picture of his daughter or anything. As a Mayo monkey myself, I actually have a giant shrine of Ryan Reynolds in my room. These writers are so out of touch. You can tell this was written by an LA liberal whose biggest problem in life is that their local Starbucks employee got their order wrong. My problem is not with black people existing, it's with out-of-touch Hollywood writers. Violence is used for slapstick comedy in this show, which kind of ruins the whole tone. The violence used to be clever, but now it's just there for a cheap laugh. When Homelander kills someone, am I supposed to laugh? Am I supposed to be scared? What is this show? Oh, I want a scene where Trump supporters get violently killed with baseball bats for a laughs.
Yo, what the fuck? That was so fucked up, you guys.
Todd? Yeah, fuck Todd. He deserved to die because he didn't listen to his girlfriend's crazy schizo ex-husband. It betrays the Homelander supporters as these crazy QAnon people. When in the first season, Vought and Homelander were literally the establishment that controlled all the media on Earth. So if anything, the main characters are the crazy conspiracy theorists. Remember in the first season where Homelander lets a whole plane full of people die, and he has to spend that whole time covering it up? Well, I guess Homelander can just kill people in broad daylight now, and it's fine because he made Facebook memes. The show's just like real life, guys. It's so realistic.
When you see it on your uncle's Facebook page, then you know it's working.
Fucking boomers and their memes. I only get my information from Hassan Piker streams like a true intellectual.
Everything I said about Biden is true, you fucking idiot!
There's this really funny subplot in season 3 where Soldier Boy is compared to coronavirus. And then Starlight goes on Instagram Live and gives a whole speech about it. Oh my science! Homelander is literally Trump! He is gonna storm the Capitol! It's just like the time Donald Trump flew down from his tower and started lasering people. The Middle East! Oh yeah, I don't know about all that. Israeli-Palestine conflict, what? We won't talk about that for no particular reason. Super terrorists? Nah, that whole plot line was a misdirect. The real villains are white people! Oh, shiver me timbers! Help, help! These white people are gonna kill me! Be clear, this is all satire, by the way. It's a bit of a Trojan horse, if you will.
And so it's really like a Trojan horse, you know, it's got fucking NRA.
You know that Twitter thread that came out about how the Avengers would respond to the Capitol riots? Hawkeye shoots the phone out of Donald Trump's small, tiny hands, so he can't tweet anymore. That is literally how the show is written. I'm convinced they hired that guy as a writer. Now, instead of having an actual story, they add these cringy political references so that the video rapists, I mean essayists, can go, oh my gosh, it's literally like real life. Even though this is gonna date the show tremendously, nobody's gonna even remember this show in 10 years. My kids will probably be watching this show and be like, what's a Trump? Bro, I'm convinced kids are gonna be watching TV shows from this era like 20 years from now, and they're gonna think this is just what real life was like back then. Everybody was gay. But now this video is gonna get really crazy. I actually have the leaked scripts for the final season of The Boys. Homelander and the Trump supporters had enough and they're storming the Capitol while using POC babies as projectiles. Soldier Boy is back, but he has a diaper fetish now, and he's a closeted homosexual. Starlight flies into the crowd while posing and gives a speech. They'll kill Homelander together, and the Trump people will have a gay orgy while Huey says, this is a bit Akko Taco. Then the show will end with The Boys Are Back in Town by Thin Lizzy playing. Who is she?